Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now. Let's dive into what could be one of the most intriguing and potentially transformative moves of this NFL season for the New York Giants. It's not just about a trade or a player acquisition. It's about a strategic shift that could redefine how the Giants approach the rest of 2024 and beyond. Imagine a scenario where the Giants, currently sitting at 2-4 in the NFC East, make a splash by acquiring a young, explosive wide receiver from the New Orleans Saints, Chris Olave. That's right, Olave, the Pro Bowler emerging since 2022, is now at the center of a blockbuster trade that could turn around not just the Giants' offense, but their entire season and future outlook. So, what's the scoop? According to sources close to the league, including the respected insider Diana Rossini, the Giants are engaged in serious negotiations with the Saints. The proposal on the table involves the Giants sending a third-round pick in the 2026 draft, along with offensive tackle Evan Neal, in exchange for Olave. It's a bold move, no doubt, but one that could pay huge dividends. The Saints, who are currently 1-5 and in rebuild mode after a rocky start, are looking to shed some cap space and bolster their offensive line to support Derek Carr, who's been struggling this season with a completion rate of just 54%, along with 3 touchdowns and a staggering 12 interceptions. Neal, despite some ups and downs, is seen as a key piece for the Saints to develop their offensive line and rebuild the trenches. Now, what does this mean for the Giants? Well, first and foremost, it's about adding a weapon that the team desperately needs, someone who can stretch the field and create mismatches. Olave, who was the 11th overall pick in 2022, has been performing at a high level in 2025 with impressive stats. 36 catches, 498 yards, 5 touchdowns in just 6 games. His yards after catch average is 11.6, and he's been graded highly by PFF with an 89.7, placing him in the top 12 among wide receivers. This guy is a deep threat, a player who can turn short completions into explosive gains, and his success rate on go routes is around 74%. His ability to create separation, about 1.5 yards higher than the typical receiver, means he can unlock the Giants' passing game, which has been somewhat stagnant this season. You see, the Giants are currently averaging just 182 passing yards per game, which puts them near the bottom of the league in that category. Adding Olave could be the spark they need to elevate their aerial attack, especially when paired with Wan'Dale Robinson, who has already shown flashes of brilliance. By bringing Olave into the fold, the Giants could see their offensive efficiency jump significantly, potentially by as much as 14%, according to some projections. This is huge because it would not only improve their immediate game plans, but also set the stage for a more explosive, dynamic offense moving forward. And let's talk about the bigger picture here. What does Olave bring that other receivers don't? For starters, he's a proven playmaker in the red zone, adding an average of 2 touchdowns per season when he's healthy. His ability to make contested catches, around 59%, gives quarterback Daniel Jones a reliable target in tight spots. Plus, his burst and acceleration on go routes are game changers. Remember, in 2025, despite some injury setbacks in 2024, he's avoided major injuries this year, playing 13 games and maintaining his top-tier production. His career stats now stand at around 950 yards per season, with a very low drop rate of just 2.8%. That kind of consistency is exactly what the Giants need to elevate their passing game to a new level. Now, what about the Saints? They're in a different position. With only about $9 million in cap space and a defense allowing 32 points per game, they're clearly in a rebuild mode, or at least in a strategic retooling phase. Moving Olave for a third-round pick, and Evan Neal signals that they're prioritizing youth and cap flexibility. Neal, despite his struggles, is seen as a potential cornerstone for the Saints' offensive line, especially as he recovers from an injury. They're also looking to extend players like Rashid Shahid, so focusing on youth and cap management makes sense for a team that's currently not playoff bound and has odds of over plus 40, 0 to make the postseason, according to some betting sites. For the Giants, this trade could be a real game changer. Imagine Olave lining up alongside Wan'Dale Robinson, creating a formidable duo that defenses will struggle to contain. His presence could elevate the offense from modest 182 yards per game to over 245 yards, making the Giants more unpredictable and dangerous. The impact on the team's overall efficiency could be profound, boosting not just their passing game, but also opening up opportunities for other receivers, like Jalen Hyatt, who could benefit from increased single coverage and less attention from defenses. This move would also reduce the pressure on the Giants' other playmakers, who have been underutilized this season. But it's not just about the numbers. Olave's addition could energize the entire team, ignite the fanbase, and turn the Giants into a more explosive and confident squad. His ability to stretch defenses and make big plays in crucial moments, especially in the red zone, could be the difference maker in close games. Plus, looking at the playoff odds, the Super Bowl LVII odds have jumped from plus 25, 0 to plus 12, 0 on DraftKings, a clear sign that the market sees this move as a potential turning point. Olave's track record against zone coverages, like Cover 3, shows he averages 7.5 yards per target, making him a perfect fit for the Giants' offensive schemes. Now, it's important to understand that this trade isn't just about the present. It's about planting a seed for the future. The Giants are aiming to build a faster, more versatile offense that can compete with the best teams in the league, and acquiring Olave fits perfectly into that vision. His addition could be the catalyst that propels the Giants into the playoffs and beyond, giving them a real shot at contending for another Super Bowl appearance in the coming years. Of course, there are still questions. Will Neal recover quickly enough to make an impact? How will Olave adapt to a new team and system? Can the Giants' coaching staff integrate him seamlessly into their offensive schemes? These are all valid concerns, but the potential upside is enormous. The Giants have already shown resilience this season, and adding a player like Olave could be the spark they need to turn their fortunes around. And let's not forget the broader NFC landscape. The Eagles, Cowboys, and Commanders are all vying for playoff spots, but the Giants could jump right into the mix with a strategic move like this. It's about making bold decisions, taking risks, and trusting in their young talent to develop quickly. Olave's skill set, combined with the Giants' existing core, could be the perfect recipe for a late-season surge, maybe even a deep playoff run. So, what do you think, Giants fans? Is this trade the move that finally pushes your team into the postseason? Do you believe Olave can become the game changer the Giants need? Or is it too risky? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion really matters. I want to hear what you think about this potential blockbuster deal. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, insider info, and analysis on the New York Giants and the NFL as a whole. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and as always, let's keep that Giant spirit alive. Thanks for watching and for being part of this incredible football community.